Our journey down the Mississippi River continues.
What is doing? Oh!
That is a vortex. Good Lord. Pull away from the bank a little.
Oh!
Pull away from the bank a little.
Look what it's doing.
Dorina, pull away from the bank a little bit. So we're going to be really strong up against the bank. That's it.
Oh. Massive amount of water just push you. But it pushes from the right to the left.
Just before the Mississippi meets the Ohio, near the border of Illinois and Missouri, are two 180-degree bends in the river. Approaching the junction of the Mississippi and the Ohio River, and I am trying to get past this massive barge tow before we get there. He's going under this bridge. I'm assuming that he's going to go to the port side of the bridge. Or maybe not. We'll find out.
The Ohio River becomes a tributary of the Mississippi River directly south of Cairo, Illinois, a small city on the spit of land where the rivers converge. Approximately 460 million tons of freight are carried each year on the Mississippi.
And a large percentage of that freight passes through the junction of the Ohio and the Mississippi River.
There were barges running and parked everywhere.
We slugged our way upstream on the Ohio and anchored just south of the Olmsted Lock.
It was a large, calm anchorage. We went up on the flybridge and enjoyed cookies and coffee while watching the sunset.
After the sun went down, we crawled into bed, and the barge traffic rocked and rolled us all night long. In the morning, we ran to Paducah, Kentucky, where we stayed the night, and left the Ohio River for the Cumberland. At the entrance to the Cumberland was this mysterious abandoned structure.
We began to see more and more beautiful homes along the bank. After the rough and tumbling nature of the Mississippi, the Ohio and Cumberland were smooth, wide, and pleasant.
Our stressed, taut mood melted away, replaced by our normal, enthusiastic, and happy selves.
As we moved south, the fall color change followed us.
The fall colors along the banks of the Cumberland were absolutely spectacular.
Free of the industrial areas of the Ohio and Mississippi, we were once again surrounded by the nature of beauty.
Hawks and bald eagles soared above us and the river, searching for prey.
It was a warm and sunny day.
Our anticipation of the rest of the loop adventure continued to rise.
We went from being tossed about like a cork on a stormy sea to gliding through a majestic autumn magic carpet on Lady Moose.
Next, we went through the Barkley Lock, which has a lift of 57 feet.
As usual, people in our group who were always in a hurry ran as fast as they could to the lock,
so they could sit and wait for us.
Such a waste of fuel.
The Barkley Lock is a lot like the Grand Canyon of Arizona. Pictures just do not do us justice. One feels very, very small in there.
The lock is huge. I cannot even imagine how much concrete it took to build. The doors are the height of a 4-story building.
Going up is harder than going down. It takes strong muscles to keep the boat from scraping the wall of the lock.
I'll say, on the way up, I got the boat hook caught between the boat and the lock wall and broke the little window on the forward starboard side. Alan quickly patched it with Gorilla Tape so the glass wouldn't fall out. I was so upset.
Now, Dorina, we're even. I gave us our first battle scar on the Illinois by ramming a navigational beacon, and you gave us our second, breaking the window. From the Barkley Lock, it took us about 10 minutes to get to Green Turtle Bay Marina. The batteries were undercharged after a day's running. To our utter dismay, the forward port motor mount casting that supports the alternator bracket was cracked, and there was belt dust all over the engine room.
The saga of the charging system was not yet over.
I ordered a new casting from American Diesel and had it shipped forward to Paris Landing. For the next several days, we ran the generator all day to keep the load off the alternator as it was in danger of falling off the bracket.
If the rest of the bracket had cracked, we would be without the engine water pump, leaving us dead in the water.
We snagged an awesome slip steps away from the bathhouse.
This is a beautiful, well-kept marina with everything a looper needs. A courtesy car, a small quaint restaurant on site, excellent protection from the wind and waves.
We took advantage of the car to provision at Kroger, our favorite store, and found our favorite burger place.
Delicious.
Our morning begins from the walk into the restaurant.
And looking at thick pea soup fog. So as soon as we have a nice southern breakfast, we're going to make our way across a Lake Barkley to the Barkley, Kentucky cut between the land between the lakes, over to Kentucky Lake, and then to Paris Landing State Marina, where we'll be attending the AGLCA Fall Rendezvous. But until then, it's leisure time because nobody's going anywhere in this fog.
The breakfast was tasty and hearty.
From Green Turtle Bay, we headed south on Barkley Lake and turned west on the Barkley Canal.
The Barkley Canal is 1.5 miles long. This narrow canal connects Barkley Lake and Kentucky Lake.
The land between Barkley Lake and Kentucky Lake is appropriately named the land between the lakes. It is a nature preserve free of civilization.
Our 500-mile trek down the Tennessee River to Mobile began. The Tennessee River is one of the world's greatest irrigation and hydroelectric power systems. Kentucky Lake is formed by the Kentucky Lock and Dam.
This massive lake is 219 miles long and has approximately 2,300 miles of beautiful shoreline.
Had we left earlier, we could have easily spent a month there.
On the way to Paris, I emptied our 30 gallons of emergency diesel fuel into the tanks as we had passed the longest stretch on the loop between fuel stops.
We pulled into Paris Landing and Marina around 4 p.m. As we were one of the last boats to register for the rendezvous, we ended up in the derelict section of the marina surrounded by abandoned boats.
A short walk from our slip was this beautiful little park that featured a bridge to nowhere, undoubtedly named after some congressman.
To our dismay, the marina had one shower for 50 transient boats and horrible Wi-Fi.
Thus began our crazy week at the AGLCA
We were on
convention.
registration.
Yes.
We got such
A bag of swag.
and
Do you know what
such.
swag stands for?
No.
No, it comes from the days of computer conventions,
Okay.
software and gifts. Even though there's no software in the bag, it's called swag.
Okay. So swag and
Swag, which we will go through at the boat and throw out most of it because we live on a boat and we don't have any room for this.
we got this.
We got these little badges with our in progress because we're on the loop. However, they failed to put the boat name or the YouTube channel name on the badge. So tonight we will get new badges at the buffet.
Yeah.
The buffet may or may not result in our regretting our investment in this lovely endeavor.
It means that from 7 p.m. till 8 p.m.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, we have a dinner,
A buffet.
a buffet.
Yes.
So
A buffet.
buffet.
If you're from the South, it's a buffet.
Okay, so we will check what will be there.
Yes, we will come back and see if the food is edible. And we're playing Looper Bingo.
Will we try to get any prizes?
Well, we have to get bingo on our Looper Bingo card first.
Okay. Do you think that we will win something?
Probably not.
We started every day at 3 a.m., stumbling in the darkness 1.5 miles to the lodge, where we found the internet.
We worked in the lobby at a table until 8 a.m.
We brought breakfast bars and drank gallons and gallons of the free coffee.
Both our jobs decided to have some crisis or another, and after attending a seminar, we went back to work.
We're going to learn how to get from here to Florida. where we just snagged a slip in Key West for 2 months. We're gonna be beach bums in Florida for 2 months. I think we should go home and get the moose tank and bring it down to Florida and then take it back when we get back on the loop. You like this plan?
I like everything. There is nothing that I don't like.
Cool.
About adventure, of course.
Oh, darn it.
At least we didn't have to cook.
As the days wore on, the food got worse and worse until the last night when we got a really good meal.
What? You didn't enjoy the pizza with carrots on it covered in jalapenos?
A couple of times they ran out of food before they ran out of people. The stampede to the food line was something to see.
The last time I had hot dogs and beans for lunch, I was walking in my lovely camp in Texas.
So we're going to see Schlo and Joe's anchoring lecture in between our 20-hour work days that we're at. The normal joy of the sea moose has been upset by our frustration with our employers. But we're taking 2 hours. We're going to go over here and we're going to watch a lecture and eat another fabulous lunch, which better not be hot dogs and beans. And then we're going to go back to work.
Yeah.
First inclination is like, how do you go? It's not a good spot. But here, we're in No Name Harbor. This is in just south of Miami. There's not a lot of room here.
The best part of the rendezvous was
When the AGLCA got out of the way and we sat and talked with fellow cruisers.
absolutely. We met some great people and had some great times in the evening.
On Friday, we left Paris Landing and headed south.
It was a happy day.
We were both too tired and worn out to care.
I'm glad we went. We probably won't go again. If you're thinking about doing the loop and you want to gather a lot of information quickly and you want to meet loopers, the AGLC events would be an excellent choice for you.
We ran 50 miles south and pulled into an awesome marina, which is where we will start our next episode.
If you like what you see, please subscribe. It really helps us out and it doesn't cost anything.
We really appreciate your attention and subscription.
So, Darina, how can people find out more about us online?
You can find us on our website page, here, on our Instagram page, here, and also on our Facebook page, here.
Once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to be reminded of new episodes when they come out, don't forget to ring that bell.
Thank you so much.